Now this is rarer than other agar woods, or?
This is rarer than words. It's like that. It's like Walla Patta from Ceylon, from Sri Lanka,
okay,
right?
All right.
Walla Patta. This is not rarer, it's just as rare as the other ones now. Like several years ago it wasn't so rare because it was just discovered. So there was
Thank you.
these, you're welcome. There was these Chinese construction guys building, highways and whatever in Sri Lanka. And they were cutting through the forest, and as they cut some trees, they found this. They said, "Well, you have this?" They said, "Yeah, we have a lot of this." They said, "We want this." So they cleaned out the entire Ceylon, the entire Sri Lanka has been
Harvested, basically.
like wiped clean, basically.
Really?
It's like, yeah. I mean, you still find trees, right? But it's not like this.
So they sort of like stumbled upon these trees.
Yeah,
It wasn't something they knew about.
They didn't know that they existed in Sri Lanka. I mean, nobody knew that. And we're talking as recently as like 2013 here, when this was starting to emerge.
So the trees must have been quite old.
Oh, the trees were centennial. The trees were centennial. I can't believe, I mean, look, I'm actually shaving this piece and heating it. That's insane. I never meant to do this, this is crazy.
But you're doing it for our friends and viewers.
But they can't smell anything.
Yeah.
So it's,
I can.
I'm doing I'm doing it for you.
Now you're going to make them more envious of me to enjoy this, Well, they said that just by our reaction, it puts them in the mood. Yeah, it's very nice.
What are the facets that you pick up? Any oceanic, green?
Well, I guess that would be sort of like with the rainforest, that type of thing.
I mean, you have the Borneo rainforest where the profile is quite different, or the New Guinea rainforest.
Yeah.
If you recall, if you go to the New Guinea, you might even get this iris note. Here, there's no iris.
Yeah.
Here, it's like this.
It's a little minty and
pea green mint. It's like this mint with the ocean vibe, the iodine and the jungle cool smell.
Yeah. No, it's very nice. It's very nice. Well, they're all very nice, obviously, but it's nice to be in that situation. Don't be envious. It's nice to be in a situation to smell all
Sheikh Ehab does not like it if you envy him. He said he's going to leave. If people keep telling him that I envy you.
Well, this is just like an invitation.
Yeah, it's an open invite.
Saying that it smells so good. So you're saying they can't smell it, but they can
if they wanted to. I mean, of course, they could come here and.
So is this on the market, or it's not on the market?
This?
Yeah.
No, this is not on the market. This is my stuff.
No, I'm saying in general. Are there other? Do you sell this, or no, you don't?
I don't sell this. I sell the oil that is made from the shavings that I just put there.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what that is.
Okay.
Because that I have enough to go around. This I only have one piece.
Oh, okay.
So I can't sell that one, but I'll so this, for example, this is I'll let you smell that. It's like that came out of the heater and just went inside the bottle, isn't it?
It does smell like that, yeah.
This is my best-selling and most popular Sri Lankan oil.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have more than one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I love Sri Lankan Oud.
Okay. This has a sweet smell to it. So this is your best-selling Sri Lanka.
This is my best-selling Sri Lankan Oud.
And how does it compete?
Unfortunately, I should have never sold this. And I wanted to keep some.
Okay.
And I kept some. And then when for Black Friday, I wanted to share some more, just from what I wanted to hold on to, because people, they appreciate if you give like 1 gram or a sample or something like this.
Yeah, I would really appreciate that.
People said, no, you said it was sold out. Well, how come there's more now? You lied to us.
Oh.
So it's like I'm not entitled to like have my own stash.
Yeah, of course.
Everything is not for sale,
Yeah, of course. No, it's not.
Wow.
So how does this compare? I mean, for sales-wise to the other ouds? I mean, is it?
This is my bestseller. I mean, this is the one of my bestsellers. The Suriranka Senkoh is, and that's, you notice I picked a Japanese name.
Yeah.
You remember what we talked about, the different methodologies of agarwood and incense and how to heat it and how to extract it.
Yeah.
The Japanese one is the one that is 100% true to the nature of the resin. Without any modification.
Yeah, that's the one we smelled and we tasted. And
exactly. Exactly. So now you see the character of that resin on low heat. This is a Japanese style Kodo heater here. And then you see the scent on the skin from Suriranka. What does it smell like? How do you compare the two?
No, it smells like it's come right in.
Identical. Identical.
Yeah. If there is anything that's a little bit different, I think this is a little bit sweeter, it smells like to me. But overall, I mean, that base is there with the, from here to... Yeah,
this is a special oil, this one.
This is...
I just have to swipe some more because I don't
I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky right now.
Yeah, this is very good.
I think I'll have to put some of this on my board.
Oh my God.
Just to save it for later.
Wow. So now you're a Borneo lover, right?
I am.
You were. You were.
Well, I have to admit, this is the first time I smelled
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Is this now like number 1 on the list?
No, I still think. I mean, it's tough to choose. Honestly.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, like the delicate nature of this resin. It's so pristine, so crisp. The character, the definition of that profile. It's like there's no muddy notes.
Yeah.
There's no dirty notes, which is what are predominant in the stinky ouds. That are infamous. For the fecal and barn and all that.
Right. No, that's
nothing. Nothing like that here.
Not at all. Yeah, that's nice. So that's your favorite oud then? Personally?
No.
No, okay.
That's not my favorite oud. I mean, it's one of my favorite ouds.
One of your favorite.
I have many. All my ouds are my favorite ouds.
Yeah, I know.
Like even the Aroha Kiyaku, I would say the new batch that I made has to be like one of my favorite ouds, even though it's like the cheapest, right? It's like saying, is that your favorite child?
Yeah.
That's the kind of because I'm the one who makes them.
Yeah, so they are all your children.
So the question is a bit sensitive to me.
Yeah.
I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
But it can be yours.
Yeah.
It can be yours.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think it's not. I can't say it's my favorite either. Okay, and I haven't smelled all of the ouds that you have. I mean, or been able to have the relationship with the ouds.
We would have to have many sessions.
Hopefully I'll get to that point where I'm able to have that kind of relationship, where I can see them all as my children.
Right.
Yeah, and they won't have that distinct smell.
You never will see them as your children unless you get your hands dirty. Yeah, you get your hands dirty, you carry it on your back, you put your hands inside the pot, you squeeze it, you dust it, you inhale the dust.
Yeah.
Where to the point where you can't breathe anymore because you've inhaled so much dust from the grinding that you feel like you've just been choked up for like you're defunct now for a few days. You just need to go and just pass out.
Wow. Yeah.
So unless you go through these horrific experiences in the jungles and in the distilleries and with people and with hunters, and you go through thick and thin in the world of agarwood, the nether world of agarwood.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see it as your children. You would see it as a hobby, maybe as a beautiful pastime, like something you love. you know, like I don't understand anything about cars
Yeah.
in the same capacity that you know, like someone who works for
A mechanic.
or someone who builds them, and
Yeah.
he knows everything, like from inside out. For him,
Yeah.
these are his, you know, his babies. You know,
Yeah.
like, for me, it's like, okay, it's a cool ride. You know,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking about actually the smell, the sense, the aromas, this, you know, the smells of these different ones that I would, you know, have a relationship with that, not to be like you. I could never do that, obviously.
The mintiness is like sublime.
Yeah, it's
Sublime.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it is yes, and even the burning it's all like a stereo almost, you know. Getting it from the wood and getting it from the oil. Wow.
So now here's another one.
Now from the same region?
From the same general area.
Same general area.
Same general area.
Okay, but it's different species or?
Same species.
Same species.
Walla Patta.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Just different style.
different style.
Different style.
Different style of what?
Of distillation.
Oh, I see.
Yes. The parameters are different. This is more gourmand. I find something more spicy, almost like culinary.
Yeah,
like
it does. Yeah, definitely.
aroma.
Yeah. Yeah, not like the first one. Yeah, this is more spicy.
But that's like, how many seconds has it been now? 15 seconds? Now you smell now.
Yeah.
And in that backbone of spicy woodiness, this mintiness now starts to emerge, almost like petals, like just like growing on a stem. This is for the oud lover, like the old school oud lover, someone who needs his oud to be hardcore. You know, like not so zen, not so much zen, but like a acceptable meeting point between the East and the West, like for everybody.
I see. Now, a question that I was thinking about, I always forget to ask you: do the people in these countries, do they actually put this stuff on? Do they use it themselves?
They don't even know that it exists.
They don't.
Yeah, if you go to like the general, like Ceylon, like Sri Lankan people, they probably don't even know what this is, or that they even had it or have it or what.
Okay.
Yeah, someone might have this in their backyard and they don't know what it is.
And they're not interested in knowing.
It was just discovered. I mean, it was discovered like 6-7
But
years ago.
I'm thinking in general. In general, do the countries where you go and to harvest or to get this wood and then distill and all that, do they actually use this stuff themselves, or in general? I'm speaking in general.
No.
No, right?
No.
Yeah.
In Indonesia, they don't.
Yeah.
In India, they might. In India, they might, but not everyone. Like in India, they'd be more into the floral attars, like the shamamatal ambers and these kind of things.
So they do use oils, but they might use some, or attar, but they might use something else basically.
Not agarwood oil.
Not agarwood.
Not agarwood oil. Even you go to like Thailand, there seldom do you see a Thai person whip out a bottle of oud and then swipe it on. It's like not something that you encounter. Most of them, it's just like.
It's funny how the way that is. Usually the country where you can get the things from, they themselves don't use that. You know?
The Suriranka Senkoh is my God. The Oud Royale is more woody, sharper, more robust.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
What do you think of the Oud Royale?
Yeah, it's
the second one.
Exactly what you said. The second one?
Yes.
Oh, this one, yeah. It's definitely more robust.
Clove. You got like clove. You got like maybe a touch of nutmeg.
Yeah, but that has subsided on me a little bit. The spicy thing, and like you said, it's more now. I think it's similar minty.
You get the minty note.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be there. Definitely.
In the beginning, I smelled more of the spicy, the spiciness, but now I see this a little bit.
So which one would you prefer?
I still like the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
Oud Royale, though, I mean, it's still.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's nice. But you asked me which one.
You wait till I show you like a fecal, like Sri Lanka.
Well, you know how I feel about fecal. Yeah.
Fecal and Sheikh Ehab do not go together. There is no.
Well, maybe it's because I had a farm and I was always exposed to it, so maybe it doesn't have.
I would think it would have the opposite effect.
Yeah.
I would think if I was a farmer and I smelled like the fresh smell of like dung or something, I would feel that it's like my smell.
Yeah, while you're there, but when you're out and you're in a totally different environment,
Thank you.